Now, back to Drew Steele on KSL News Radio.
And Dave Cawley in studio as we get the news just a little while ago that the bill to lower the legal alcohol limit here has passed the Senate, and now it goes to the desk of the governor, who it looks apparently like he will sign this bill, and now it takes the blood alcohol content level from 0.08 to 0.05. Dave Cawley, we were just talking about this off the air, what that means.
Yeah, I mean,
0805.
We were talking to Derek Monson from the Sutherland Institute, posing that question to him. So if I'm somebody who drinks, I go out with some friends for an evening, right? How do I know if I'm 0.05 or above? It's a question you could have with 0.08 as well, but as long as they're bringing that level down, surely you want to put it in context and say, what does that mean for me? So if you're talking about blood alcohol level, what does that actually mean? Well, they measure grams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood. So that's the equation there. And of course, what do we do in today's age when we don't know the answer to a question?
We Google it.
Google it.
All right, so we have a blood alcohol calculator that we're going to have Dave Cawley participate in right now, just to give you an idea. Okay, so you're going out with friends. How old are you?
Let's, for the purpose of this exercise, let's say 35.
Why don't you just give me your age? How old are you?
You don't ask a woman that question.
But I'm asking you. 35.
We'll get to gender.
Okay, weight.
155.
Okay, your gender.
Last time I checked, I was a man.
Okay, and how many hours are you going to be drinking with your buddies?
Let's see. So, let's say it's been a few hours, right? We try to do the responsible thing.
All right, is a few 2 or 3?
Let's say 3.
Okay, 3 hours with your friends. How many glasses of water will you be drinking? Well, I'm putting 0 because I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, okay.
Well, maybe that's something that you're going to need to consider the next time. Okay, so here you are. You're deciding now that you're going to hang out with friends. How are you starting off the evening?
I think it probably starts typical night out, a couple beers maybe.
All right, so 2 beers, and is that it? Just 2 beers in the 3 hours, or are you going to drink anything else?
A bunch of guys together, probably not. Let's say conservatively, maybe do a couple shots.
All right, so 2 shots and 2 beers. You ready to calculate? Here we go.
Let's
According to the blood alcohol calculator on Google, your BAC is 0.052.
Busted.
So you are now, in the state of Utah, if this is signed, impaired. You are busted. Yes, that is correct. You'll need to call somebody to get you. Now, does 2 shots and 2 beers over 3 hours seem like a lot or a little to you?
It seems like not that much. That seems like a fairly conservative evening, right?
Yeah.
I would say. Now, I'm gonna put an asterisk here and say I actually personally don't drink.
Yeah, neither do I.
And so I have friends that drink. Obviously, I have been out on social events with them, and I think that represents a pretty normal evening out for somebody who drinks. Right. But it's also using my age, my body weight, my gender. If you are a short, lightweight woman, it's going to be completely different, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of onus on, I guess, the person who's drinking to know when you reach that level of impairment, but not a lot.
So now, are we getting excited about nothing? Is this just something that makes sense, that when you consider alcohol and the consequences of getting behind the wheel and driving, is this one of these situations like Derek Monson from Sutherland was mentioning, the fact that, look, honestly, this is going to give people pause. It's going to give people a chance to think about what they're doing before they get behind the wheel, ultimately, about how much that they are drinking. Maybe it means, Dave Cawley, having a couple of glasses of water in between, maybe thinking about that as opposed to not. So is this really ultimately that bad a situation? On the flip side of that, the concern for a lot of people is going to be not about them personally, but about their business, about their restaurant, about people coming into the state, about the reputation of a state now that will be the one and only state in the nation after this is signed that will have it down to 0.05. Does that give the state a bad rep when it comes to people that want to visit that do drink, as opposed to Dave Cawley, who only has glasses of what, little sparkly, little bubbly, little San Pellegrino?
Can I make myself out to be even worse? I don't drink carbonation either.
Dave Cawley in
All
studio,
right.
everybody. All right. So here you go. 57500. Love to hear from you. Or call 801-575-8255. So the question is, if this passes, what do you think? From 0.08 to 0.05, you had an example of what that looks like when it comes to the amount of beverages in an hour or in a couple of hours. Will that make a difference? What do you think that'll mean? The reputation of the state? And do you even care about that? Listen, it's about the safety on the roads, first and foremost. We'll talk about that coming up.